Welcome all. Today's concept is sending data to a next page. Okay, so that from the continuation of the navigation video, we have doing this, and in this video, we're gonna do a data transformation from one page to another page. And this project we have previously created. If you haven't seen this video, just look on that particular video to know about the basic navigation. Before that, you need to choose the device. Choose the Chrome for now. If you have Android phone, you can connect your phone with this and you can run. Within a few seconds, application will get run on the Chrome. We need to place the Chrome on our right side. For now, I'm deleting all my pages. Okay, so that we will start from the first. Okay, so I'm deleting this one. Create a stateless or stateful main app, which should be linked inside the run app. Okay, and every app should start with material app widget, right? So inside the home, you need to bring our first page. Here I have created my first page already. Okay, this page also, I will delete my first page and I'm creating the first page here. Stateless, first page, and every page should start with scaffold because scaffold have all the properties that are required for the app page. For example, app bar, bottom navigation bar, drawer. Likewise, we have so many things which are required for a single page within the scaffold. And here you need to call the first page. So I'm running this application. I will get nothing because my first page has nothing. So here you need to create a body. Inside the body, you need to add a text widget. So here I'm gonna create one widget like I'm in first page. Make sure you are using single quotation or double quotation because if inside your text, if you have single quotation, just bring the double quotation over the text. Okay, so save this and you will get this in the top of the page. So bring it in the center. So we also gonna add some buttons so we can wrap this particular text widget with the column. Okay, then we can also add one elevated button or fill the button, that is up to you. In text widget, just write move to second page. Okay, within a few moments you will get these reflection here, and this is in the top of the screen. So make this column's main axis alignment to center to bring the particular contents to center. And this is here. You can also bring this column wrap with center to make all the things comes under the center. Okay, so everything seems to be good, but this follows material design too. So that in material app, you need to enable the theme. Inside the theme, we have theme data. Here, you need to bring use material design 3 is equal to true. Okay, so that it follows all the material design 3's property. look and feel will be good with this Material Design 3. Then here we have these things, right? So after this, we have first page. In our first page, we have text widget and elevated button. So in this moment, we need to do a navigation, which means whenever I click this button, we need to navigate to the next page, right? So here already I have the page. Just I'm deleting this so that it will be bring some practice to you also to know about things from the first stateless and second page. Every page should start with scaffold. Okay, inside that I'm gonna add one column widget or text widget. Like we always do a wrap, right? So we don't need to worry about anything. Okay, if you are adding like I am second page. Okay, then I'm gonna wrap this particular thing with a column widget and center widget to bring it to the center, and then I'm gonna add one elevated or filled button to move back. Whatever operations, whatever navigation operations we are doing, we need to do inside the on press method. Okay, move back. Yes, so here we have our things in the middle of the screen, right? So I'm in a first page. I'm gonna move to the second page, but I haven't done anything on the on press method. So here, as I said, we are doing the push operation. Navigator dot push. Okay, and from this context to next one, which means material page route, and we need to write that particular class name, which is second page. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking this button, I am able to move to the second page, right? This is awesome. So here also you need to make the main axis alignment to center to bring the content to center. Yes, everything seems to be good. Here you need to do another operation because whenever I click this move button, nothing will happen. So here I'm gonna make navigator dot pop. Pop instance, we are removing that particular page and I'm moving back. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking here, I'm able to go to the second page. Whenever I'm clicking this, the second page will gone and I will be go back. Okay, so that is what happening here, and this was like a example of plates. Okay, I'm having one plate and I'm bringing the another plate to above the actual plate. Okay, which means the push operation. Okay, I'm having the plate and I'm bringing the another plate and putting above the existing plate. Okay, that is a push operation. The pop operation instance, I am taking out the plate. Okay, so that is what happened, and here I'm gonna do one thing like I'm gonna share some content. Okay, so in this moment I'm gonna say if I'm gonna take some value to the second page, which means the second page should accept that particular value, right? So I'm gonna go to the second page and I'm gonna make like this particular page should accept string data or any name, any variable name you can give. Okay, this second page should accept this data. Okay, then inside this particular named argument, put comma and put this dot that particular variable name and make this as required. Okay, remove the const keyword. Yeah. So I'm making the second page to accept the data, right? So in the first page, I'm gonna share that particular data from the first page. Okay, so here data is to, like, I'm shared from first page. Okay, if I click this, the data will transferred from the first page to second page. Whatever you are sharing, you need to make sure your sending page is accepting the data. Okay, so that you need to set up that variable and you need to set up this constructor here. That is what happens. So this is shared. Okay, whenever I click this button, that is shared, but I haven't see anything. So that you need to print that particular thing anywhere. Like after this filled button, I'm using a text widget to print the data. Directly you can print the data. Sorry. Directly you can print the data. Okay, you can also scale the particular data to 2 for the perfect visibility, 4 or 2 according to you, for the bright visibility. Okay, first in the first page, I'm moving forward to second page by carrying this particular data. The second page is accepting because the second page we have set up the string data here. Okay, so now I'm gonna click here. See, the data is transferred from one page to another page. Okay, so that is very unique and great thing. And here there is nothing like you should only share the string. There is nothing like that. You can share int, double, list, map, whatever you wish. Okay, you need to make that particular sharing your the transforming data accepting page has that particular data here. Okay, if I'm sharing the list, you need to make sure you have the list type here. Okay, and you can do the list operation here. And this is how you need to share. Okay, so in my first page, I'm bringing 2 text fields. Okay, I'm removing all those things. Okay, I don't need anything in my first page. And I'm restarting my application. And in the column, I'm gonna create one text field. And another text field. Okay, so we have 2 text fields in our column and one elevated button or filled button, that is up to you. And then in text field, in the text widget, I'm gonna create one thing like login. Okay, then here I'm gonna create 2 controllers under here. Text editing controller, which means the username and password. Okay, username is equal to text editing controller and another one for password. Okay, we are getting some error over here. So just put final keyword, which is not changeable value, so that you won't get anything, and remove this const keyword. Okay, and we can also do these things with stateless itself. If you want something to go, or if you want to change something on screen, just make the stateless to stateful. Okay, afterwards I will tell about this. Okay, here you need to place the controller so that the controller will link to this text field. Username, controller, password. Okay, so whenever I click this particular on press method, I need to put some condition here if the particular person is successfully logged in or not. Okay, here username dot text is equal to John and password dot text is equal to password at 123. Then do the navigation. Okay, navigator dot push material page route from this contacts to the second page. Okay, so second page needs data. We already set it up, right? So I'm gonna delete this particular thing so that we don't need to share anything. Okay, so I'm removing this. The second page is not accepting any values because we have removed. Okay, and also we need to remove the text widget what we have used with that particular value. Then we have done a navigation. Okay, whenever the password and the username is equal to this ones, and we were able to log in, otherwise nothing will happen. Okay, so the text field is not good enough, right? So I'm wrapping this column with the padding. With the padding 20. So wrap this particular filled button with also some padding. Okay, so that it will be move down. Okay, so I'm putting John here and I'm putting some other password like password. Okay, whenever I click this button, nothing will happen. Okay, because we have set it some condition inside the on press method. So I need to make the correct password. Password at 123. Yeah, with the correct username and password, I were able to go to the next page. Okay, if you want to hide this password, and you can do with the decoration, input decoration. Inside the text field, we have observe text. Okay, observe, which means the password thing. Okay, just hold on. Observe text, and its type is true, I think so. Which means whenever I type the password, it will be like dot dot dot. Okay, so which is referred to the password text. And here I'm gonna write John, and here password at 123 and login. I'm able to go to the next page. So in here, in the second page, I'm gonna display the welcome username. Okay, which is the username. And here I'm gonna remove everything inside the column. And here I'm gonna create one text widget. Okay, then I'm gonna print the username from the particular page, right? So need to make this particular second page to accept that particular value, so that I'm creating one string username and here comma this dot username, make this as required. Okay, here need to make username and make something like scaling. Text scale is equal to 4 or 3. I'm gonna make like 5. Okay, I'm running this. In the first page, I need to pass the value username. So username is equal to username dot text from the text field, whatever from the text field. Okay, so I'm running these things. Yeah, John, password at 123. See, the data from the text field has been shared from the first page to second page through the username variable. Okay, able to understand? So this is how we can share the data. And also we can share some contents. For example, this is one example. Okay, the another one example is I'm gonna create one list. Okay, for example, okay, I'm removing this first page. Okay, here we have used stateless widget for the text field, right? So I want to display some thing like successful login, invalid login likewise. Okay, for that I need to change something on screen. So that I'm gonna create one, convert these stateless to stateful. Okay, so this is converted. So here in down of the particular filled button, okay, I'm gonna create one another text widget like message. Okay, for that before you need to create one variable. For example, here create one variable like string message with empty. Initially it is empty. Okay, whenever the person's logs in, okay, they were able to navigate to the another page, right? So before that I'm gonna set state. I'm gonna make a set state. Inside that I'm gonna make things like message is equal to successful login. Okay, the message is equal to successful login, and whenever putting this message here, okay, then this is having some errors, right? Remove unwanted const keyword if there anything. Check what is the actual error. Okay, we have set it inside the padding. So remove that. After the padding, we need to add this text widget. Okay. So whenever I'm doing the login operation, the message will appear and then it will take us to the next page. Okay. But if condition is working, else instance if it is not true. Okay, if the username and password is not true, set state method message is equal to invalid log semicolon. Okay, so whenever I put some other things like other than the username and password, I will get this error message invalid login. Okay, this is how we will use the set state method and if else condition inside the onPress method to validate the username and password. And let me make you a better example. Okay, so here I'm deleting all my page, first page. Okay, and I'm creating a stateful page which is add product. Okay, I have created one page like this, and every page should starts with scaffold. Okay, and in the second page, here also I'm removing everything, and this page can be a stateless. We can't do anything with this second page. Okay, here I'm removing this scaff placeholder and replacing it with scaffold. Okay. In the main page, just replace this particular first page to add product. Okay, so everything seems to be good. And inside this one, I'm gonna create one thing like body. Okay, inside the body, likewise, I'm gonna add a column children. You can also use the wrap with the things and all. Inside the children, I'm gonna add one text field. Okay, then yeah, everything seems to be good. Text field, not text editing controller. Text field. Okay, then one button. Filled button. Text widget. Like add. Okay, so make this particular things main axis alignment to center. Okay, so that it will be in the center, and wrap this particular whole thing with the padding of 20 so that some space is around this particular things, and wrap this particular filled button with some padding 20. Okay, so everything seems to be good. Now whenever the button click, the data from the text field should get added to that list. Okay, for that I'm gonna create one list here, list of data. Okay, list of data is equal to empty list. Okay, then here I'm gonna create one text editing controller. text editing controller, which means product. Okay, product is equal to text editing controller semicolon. Okay, then here in the onPress method, just click product dot, which means that is a text editing controller, right? We already have data list, which means the list dot add the value which we are typing from the text field, which means product dot text semicolon. Please understand, we have created one empty list. Okay, in the onPress method, in the list we are adding the data from the text field, and here we need to connect the controller, like controller is to the product controller. Okay, then I'm gonna create another button, filled button, onPress method. Here card page. Okay, here you need to make this with text widget. Okay, I have created another button. Here wrap this particular thing with padding or any other thing. Okay, now I'm gonna add some products. So whenever I'm adding, this particular text field should get cleared, so that you need to make the after adding the product dot clear, so that the text field will be clear with this. Okay, so that we were able to add another thing. Okay, apple, add orange, add, but we are not able to know if the data is added or not, likewise, right? So in the meantime, you can print that particular list in console or any other thing. Okay, after the clear, you can print the list down, so that you are able to know the list is added or not. Okay, I'm adding this one. Yeah, it's added. And another one, that is also added. Another one, that is also added. So datas are getting added. Okay, if I'm moving to the second page, I'm going to take the particular list from this page to another page, so that you need to make the second page to accept that list, right? So here list of string. Okay, products semicolon. Okay, we have this particular page is accepting the list. Okay, here you need to make like product this dot products, which this dot that particular variable name, and you need to use required keyword. Okay, remove this const keyword and all. Okay, everything seems to be good. And here in the first page, I'm gonna do a navigation to the second page. Navigator dot push context material page route from this page to the second page. In the products, you need to give the list we have created. Okay, so it will show error because that is list of string, right? So it will show error. You can make this particular thing as list of string. Okay, so everything seems to be good. It's taking the value to the second page. In the second page, we need to write all the list here, right? So that I'm gonna create another widget like list view dot builder. Okay, this is new widget for you, but you need to go through what is list view dot builder. List view dot builder instance, we can add the list into the list view dot builder, which means if I have the list of 1000 data, the list view dot builder were able to print all the things on the screen. Okay, so in the list item builder here, if you press control space, you will get this suggestions. Okay, here this one or second one, that is up to you. Okay, this is item builder. Here we have item count. Here you need to make item count is equal to products, which means we are getting some list, right? Products dot length. Okay, products dot length, and inside this one I'm gonna print one text widget, which means we're gonna return text widget products from the data, the index, which means the index will be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 from up to the length of the product with the help of the item count. Okay, so that the list will run according to this index. Put the semicolon here. That's it. Okay, so whenever I'm adding the product, apple, orange, banana. Okay, I'm added 3 products. Okay, I'm taking this product to the second page, so that I'm clicking here the card page. Here the product is visible in list view dot builder. Okay, so that's it, guys. And you can make some additional features like wrapping this with center, however you wish. And you can also make this particular items count visible on down. Okay, for example, here we have already added the data things, right? So in the down of the text field, in the down of the card page button, just enter the text thing and data dot length. Data dot length is the integer, so make this to string, so that the length will converted to the string. And here initially scale it to 4. Or 5. Okay, whenever I'm adding the data, the particular length will get increased, right? For that we need to make this particular thing under the set state method. For example, let me tell you, this is already a stateful method, but this will not immediately change on screen because this is not under the set state, right? So we need to create another one like int length is equal to 0 initially. Okay, and whenever the product is getting added, we need to do a set state method, and length is equal to data dot length. Okay, inside this particular text widget, just add the length, comma. Length is the string, so just do length is the int, just do toString to convert the int to string. Okay, so whenever I'm adding data, apple, the value will be get changed according to the length of the list. So I hope this particular example is helpful for you to know about these things. And I'm adding another one, orange. So the length is 2, and I'm moving to the card page, and I will get the 2 on the top. Okay, so this particular center widget is not working fine. Remove things, make this to center. So it will be on the center, top center. Okay guys, I hope this particular video is helpful for you to know about the data transfer from one page to another. We can transfer int, string, double, boolean, dynamic, list, whatever we wish. Okay, so we can transfer everything from one page to another page. Yeah, thank you guys.